All, thank you very much indeed for joining today and encouraging us. Being a very special day, it's 50th weekly meeting for Ra. It's really wonderful journey for last entire year, and I'm really pleased to start this meeting in presence of our newly appointed honorary executive advisors. We have very simple agenda today. We are going to overview the entire activities of five main communities, teams of Ra, and we are getting hardly 6 minutes for each community, and we will complete that by 7:30. And after that, we will request our honorary uh, members, executive members, to guide us, to suggest us way forward, to review our performance for last entire year, and then give us necessary inputs for improving ourselves and improving this collaborative journey. It gives me immense pleasure to declare our newly appointed honorary executive committee of advisors. We have Mr. Sharad Marathe, chairman of task force set up by Ayush Ministry, Government of India, and president and CEO of Universal Technical Systems. Welcome, Marathe sir. It's been always
Namaskar.
pleasure. Namaskar, sir. It's always been pleasure to interact with you. And in fact, Ra is always obliged to you for great motivation you have been always providing to us. I think at this age, you have spent enough time with us, and believe me, sir, it really enlightened the spirit of collaboration amongst everyone in Ra. And what we are today, I think we owe a lot, or 100% to you. Thank you so much for joining today. We have Mr. Sandeep Shinde, Head of Alliance Operations, and a great impact innovation coach and startup coach at Digital Impact Square, DISC, a TCS Foundation initiative. A great human being, my great friend. Thank you, Sandeep sir, for joining us. We look forward to meet you, to get the guidance from you, specifically for our startups which are getting incubated at our Netra initiative at RIT, and it will be a great help from your end. We
It's
have,
my pleasure to be part of it.
thank you, sir. Thank you for joining. Mr. Samir Saxena, Secretary General of Global Association for Corporate Services, GACS, which I am part of, and a great, I take proud in that. Samir, the inspiration of building a team was from you. And thank you so much for always there for Ra, for supporting our initiatives. And whenever we have any problem, it's GSS which supports us like elder brother. Thank you so much for joining today evening.
Sir, thank you so much, sir. Indeed, a pleasure to be here, and
Thank you,
always,
sir.
always there for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And last but not least, a great motivator and great support of Ra, Dr. Mrs. Sushma Kulkarni, Director of RIT, Rajaram Bapu Institute of Technology. Always been pleasure to interact with you, ma'am. And again, I think whatever I said for all these three gentlemen, it applicable to you. It was impossible without you. So we just move forward. I just quickly introduce Ra. It's a group of alumni. I think same time last year during pandemic, we all alumni were meeting over our WhatsApp groups casually. And one fine day we got very serious. I think we need to do something. We need to give back to society. We need to give back to our RIT, our mother institute. And from there, on 30th May 2020, we had our first weekly meeting. It was journey towards helping institute, helping students right now executing their bachelor courses in various engineering streams, and passed out alumni. How we can work together collaboratively. RIT is a very well-known organization today in Maharashtra and I think in India. Uh, we have more than 20,000 alumni who are passed out from this great institute, from various engineering streams, from mechanical, from civil, from electrical, from electronics, and now they have been prospering day by day. We have a very simple vision to connect with more than 20,000 alumni who are spread across continents and more than 12 countries. And today we are very much successful in that. I think our media team will cover that particular insight for you. The main objective, which is divided into three, different aspects: alumni to institute, alumni to students, and alumni to alumni. If you see this particular agenda, which has been drafted very carefully by all of us, I think it covers each and every aspect of alumni interaction, student interaction, and institute interaction. So each and every stakeholder of RIT has been very collaboratively involved here. Going forward, task force, RAHA task force is very important task force. In sense, we are the main guiding force for entire RAHA community. It is apex agency for entire group, and we basically draft policies, and then accordingly all these forums executed. We have 5 main forums: RAHA Business Network, Business Innovation, Overseas Community, Media Team, and Cultural Forum. We have a combined training and mentoring communication forum also. I'll just quickly cover a few highlights. Till now, we completed 49 weekly progress meetings, and it's a big achievement for all of us. Being alumni, I think we used to meet once in a year, and this is happening every week, week after week. During these 49 meetings, I think we could arrange 10 webinars, which are from outside RA, from industrials, various industrialists, veterans from industry, thought leaders from industry on various subjects. And for making all this happen, we have to do more than 150 preparatory meetings. So almost every second day or third day, we all at task force meet at around 9:30 to 10:30, depending on our time availability. But thank you, entire task force, for making it happen. We had some very exclusive dialogues with industry leaders and veterans, like Mr. Sharad Marathe. We met him in Pune during pandemic, I think when it was a little bit loosed out. Then had great dialogue with Mr. Vilas Shinde. In fact, this was dialogue between 2 stalwarts, Mr. Sharad Marathe and Mr. Vilas Shinde. We learned a lot from that. Mr. Pratik Patil, who is a young budding businessman at Rajaram Foods. So these were some external veterans who visited us. During our entire year, we arranged for webinar series, which covered very different subjects, right from hardcore industry subjects like importance of NDT till the soft skill subjects like LinkedIn skills. What we found that our students are lacking into soft skills, so we are specifically concentrating on that. From weather engineering, from healthcare industry to social engineering, I think these are the subjects which have been covered. We have a very innovative team of overseas community, and they are doing really excellent. Thanks to Yogesh, Amit, and each and every member of this community. They covered overseas higher studies, and in fact, they bring a lot of emerging technologies to our alumni. AI and all those things, they're creating workshops. Professional and cultural competency, deep dives on education in USA, financial fundamentals for startups. We are specifically looking at budding new entrepreneurs at our alumni group, and giving importance to this particular aspect, because that's one area of great gap which we would love to tie up with people like this and get guidance from them. We had lots of mentoring sessions, around 5 mentoring sessions on different subjects like how to improve communication skill, a session itself on students mentoring, and then team building and interpersonal skills. Future plans, what we have are like very much clearly defined by Marathe sir for us. And one of the best idea which evolved from our task force under guidance of Marathe sir was formation of SectionNet charitable company. We don't want to run the entire show like an NGO, but we want to give back to RIT in true sense, running the entire show as a professional company. And that's where, without diluting the intention, we got the optimum solution of charitable company. The formalities are already been completed, and we are heading towards announcing it by 26th June, which is going to be our first year anniversary celebration. As far as website development is concerned, we thank to Director Ma'am for supporting us. The same is in progress, a very innovative website. The domain name is already purchased, raindia.org, and RIT faculty as well as students have been already briefed. Because of the current ongoing exams, the same has been on pause for some time, but we are going to cover it, sir, within next couple of months. Now, I invite my colleague Manali to take over to Raha Media team updates. Thank you so much once again, and be there with us always. Over to you, Manali.
Thank you very much, sir. Good evening to all. And my name is Manali. I am alumni of RIT, passed out in 2019 from the Computer Science and Engineering. I am here to brief about social media team, where we work with the objective of creating visibility for all the Raha activities, knowledge sharing, and technical information. The main intention behind creating the distinguished media team was to having a single point of contact, because the journey of Raha started amidst the between pandemic, and all the activities were held online. So we try to engage maximum number of stakeholders on social media platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Telegram, WhatsApp, Twitter, and we are heading towards Instagram also. We plan and schedule all the meetings, webinars, and sessions of Raha and execute them using the available communication. We also manage communications on behalf of Raha, maybe using it email IDs or on the phone calls, etc. And these are some social media presence we have created. In the last year, we created different groups on social media platforms. And I'm proud to say that with each post, we reach up to 5,000 alumni, students, and faculties of RIT for the each time. Next, please, Rohit. Next. We have created one YouTube channel named as RIT Alumni Advisory Hub, Raha India, where we post all recordings of all the meetings and especially webinars to having them available after the session also, because sometimes some of the alumni and students may not be able to join, and it helps them a lot. Logo design competition was the first solo initiative of social media team. Mr. Dhanesh Ray from final year mechanical RIT was the winner of the competition, and the current logo of Raha displayed on the screen is created by him. We got overwhelming response from all the students, and almost 104 designs we got for the logo design competition. Raha Media team also work hand in hand with Cultural Forum. We have premiered 2 Facebook events with the Cultural Forum. Also, one poetry reading and play reading program by Mr. Professor Prakash Jadhav, and one program by Mr. Kalidas Patil, who is a psychiatrist in Islampur. These initiatives help alumni to showcase their skills, as well as have some stress-free time during the lockdown. Continuing with the same, we have shared events from wellness series initiated by GSES. Thank you to Mr. Samir Saxena and the whole GSES team for extending their courtesy, and our alumni students join these sessions time to time for the whole week. I would like to emphasize more on the student community. We have created a separate community for the students who are currently studying in the RIT. They have done some presentations also, like the team Nequit, who manufacture Formula 1 racing cars on behalf of RIT. Then was startup called O Robot from the mechanical students, and the eCell and media cell available in RIT. Going forward, we have in the mind that we should collaborate with all the 30 plus clubs in the RIT and have presentations from them, so that we can help them in the way whatever they need. I would also like to emphasize that some of the students in RIT work with the media team. They help us with the creation of videos, creation of posters, and communicating the message in the whole RIT. Also, they give their inputs in task force meeting, and our future plans includes that more students from the RIT will be included in task force, so that we will get the angle of students also to organize the activities. We are working on the creation of Instagram account, because nowadays Instagram is a very popular social media platform amongst the youngsters, and especially for the students. and we are thinking that this account will be totally handed over to the students, and they will be handling it solely. Also, as Abasar said, we are developing the website, and our try is that maximum student involvement will be there for the website development. And our next target is that we are reaching 5,000 alumni right now, and we are trying to target all the alumni. Around 70,000 alumni are there in RIT. There will be more in the next year, and we are targeting all of those. So thank you very much, and I would like to call upon Mr. Ramesh Jadhav to talk about business network. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Manali, and good evening to all. I would like to welcome our all dignitary advisors. Please welcome to Ra Business Network Forum presentation. And the basic objective is to create business opportunities for alumni through B2B interactions and to enhance student capabilities through industry integration, internship, and work study opportunities. Basically, we are trying to look after to give the advantages to all our stakeholders. Basically, we guide and help the RIT alumni in the setup of new enterprise, guide and help the RIT alumni by providing manufacturing expertise of products, leverage the alumni network for marketing of end products, formulation of capital funding solutions for new product ideas in the form of share capital or other funding ideas like crowdfunding, etc. And setup of corpus using contributions from alumni. Those are our main focus areas. And the value creations, what we defined is tie up among business alumni for business expansion. Because if you see in further slides, we will say how many expansions and how many joint ventures we could able to achieve through our Ra forum. Sharing of the resources effectively among business alumni. What we come to know during our all these meetings and all, there are similar business focuses in similar areas where we can reduce cost by allowing a common resource. So it is helping us to increase our business area by decreasing the cost, and we will have a more focused attention. We are giving live industry platform to RIT students for academic projects. We have a direct business gain through alumni reference, and this is what I would like to share very strongly, because we have got a direct business through our alumni referrals only. We're entrepreneurship development at student level, because all entrepreneurs are involved into business forum. Guidance and advisory support directly from entrepreneurs, and help employment to all parts of ecosystem. And this is what we could able to achieve. Our initiatives were, because what we have defined is, let us have monthly once business forum meeting, which will be conducted followed after our regular Ra meeting agenda. Ra selects business owners for monthly presentations. They submit their business presentation to Ra in advance for review, and after Ra reviews or gives them platform for their promotion. After presentation session gets followed by panel discussion and referral generations. Referrals passed, noted for follow-up to close the business deal. That is what we are involved till closing of the business deal. Referrals and close the deals were shared in our platform. Few of the our business alumni given their presentations, 15 numbers we could able to give for this year. Again, we are marking out for another further alumni, and we have some specific targets. Next. So this is a very important slide for all, and I'm very happy to announce through our Ra Business Forum, Ra platform, 9 crore plus business generated, and that is with the evidence. If someone wants, we have POs and we have all these things in place with our business forum. 20 plus strong referral generated from Ra Business Forum. Ra Business Forum itself generates a much business, and that is what we are monitoring on. 5 plus internal business associations, like someone is from Kolhapur, someone is from Mumbai, someone from other state. They are collaborating and trying to do the business. So 10 plus business programs conducted through Ra Business Forum. 70 plus businessmen got internally connected through Ra Business Forum. ये भी बड़ा एक magic वाला चीज है, because people were not knowing, अरे ये अपने helpful होगा, वो पता नहीं था. But because of this forum, they come to know, yes, we can go and we can do the beautiful business these things, opportunities. 100 plus companies are open for business promotion through Ra Forum because we are not limited to size of the business company. We are open for all sizes. Even startups are also welcome. 25 plus employments awarded. Means it has been really, we have given 25 plus engineers direct employment and 7 plus RIT students selected as a graduate engineering trainee for multinational companies like Hyundai and all. So these are the great achievements, and this is what the real output of our Ra Business Forum is. So our future plans contains business conversion target of 12 crore, 100 plus business on one platform, 50 plus strong referrals must be generated in business forum. So we will look into that. 150 company needs to get connected through Ra, and 10 plus business associations are targeted. That should be the fruitful associations. So this is what I want to convey. Thank you for time given to us. And I now hand over to my friend Vyas Khanna for Ra Business Innovation Forum. Thank you.
Thanks, Ramesh. I would like to just start off giving you a little introduction about the Ra Innovation Forum. Dear friends and respected honorary advisor of Ra, our attempt is to foster innovative ideas and entrepreneurship development. Can we move on to the next slide, please? Our focus areas for our forum is to leverage the expertise of the Ra network and benefit its members by optimizing business processes and product development for innovators. Commercialization of research and development of innovative ideas being done by students, the alumni and faculty of RIT. We would like to get visibility in the international, domestic and beachhead markets for innovative businesses. We would like to assist in the growth of alumni businesses by creating a conducive online B2B platform. We would also like to facilitate the development of entrepreneurship and startup ecosystem for students or recent graduates of RIT. We'd like to bring in some technical experts in the form of alumni that is spanning 33 years of experience or outside experts in various fields to assist the Ra community. We'd like to help to commercialize and improve the return on investment of the existing available RIT infrastructure in an optimal way. And then the profits that are generated from these successful implementations of various initiatives, they are to be channelized back into the Ra ecosystem, which involves the alumni, faculty, and students. This will help to fund new ideas and initiatives as well. And the value creation that we look at bringing to the table is trying to develop an ecosystem to foster innovative ideas and entrepreneurship development by working to develop a self-sustaining financial model to support ideas and innovative product development. And then we can create a platform for startup outsourcing, commercialization, and business development. Can we move to the next slide? In the past, we have conducted quite a few initiatives and webinar sessions. It's been a very challenging year for everybody, but despite all those challenges, we've conducted about 10 webinars. We've had some great speakers come in and address us and tell us about various programs, initiatives that have been conducted. And our current initiatives that we are looking at doing, we're looking to develop, we have already worked on developing a personal transport variant of an e-bicycle. And we are working on an initiative with BE students to develop a wind turbine for electric power generation at very low wind speeds. Can we move on to the next? Yeah. Our future plans include, one is the commercialization of our e-bicycle project. The focus of this project is to bring a cheap transportation solution for the common masses of people who are not rich and do not have deep pockets. Our aim is to develop a product which is environment friendly, easy to use, cheap, and we are looking at a solution which is like a retrofit kit, which can be adapted to any bicycle. It can be easily installed and repaired by any roadside bicycle mechanic and in any part of the country. Also, it's not going to be dependent on petrol. So that's the good thing. It'll help with the imports of petrol. So, less consumption of fuel, which is not environment friendly. Also, we are looking to go in for the product development of a logistics variant of the e-bicycle. and then move on to target mobility or other transport solutions in other industries or areas. We're also going to be then working on a research and development of a solar cold shed to address the problems of farmers with post-harvest storage. And then we would also like to conduct certain webinars or workshops for entrepreneurship, startup development, and innovations in industry, where the emphasis is going to be more on regenerative and organic farming, circular economy, focus on implementation of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals adopted by all United Nations member states, and green initiatives is going to be all our focus. Thank you. I would now like to request Yogesh to address us from the Overseas Community Group. Thanks.
Thanks, Vyas. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are. My name is Yogesh. I am 1995 mechanical engineering pass out student. I'm in the USA for past 17 years and also worked before in Hong Kong and Japan. I'm glad to representing the overseas community today. One of the focus areas or one of the objectives of our community is to build a network of overseas alumni of RIT to bring in the expertise, experiences, and the perspective from outside India to help RIT, its students, its faculties, and the alumni. Some of the focus areas we have, as you can see it here, guiding the students for higher education, helping the students with academics, helping the institution with the academics by curriculum formation, bringing in the best practices from the global universities, bringing the business opportunities with the connect of the students or overseas companies who want to invest in India or who want to have an additional capacity in India, guiding the students, guiding the alumni, helping with the mentoring, also arranging guest lectures on technology areas, on soft skills areas, especially in the context of overseas, like when students wants to go for overseas studies, do's and don'ts. We also do a lot of technology sessions and like MI, blockchain, which are very relevant to the students for all branches, not only just computer science branches. And in the center of all that, what we feel is the networking is the most important key. So we do help students network with the alumni and industry experts from not only India but outside India as well. So these are some of our focus areas. The value creation, what we feel where we can create value as a global community or overseas community is preparing students for the overseas studies, making sure they're ready on day one when they go to a country, a new country for the first time. Enrich cultural awareness through giving them cultural nuances in different countries. So again, that is to prepare them not only for overseas studies, but even if they're looking for overseas jobs or things like that. That would also help us to improve them interpersonal skills, their linguistic skills, and their presentation skills. So we are doing a lot of seminars for that. Industry aligned curriculum, we are trying to bring some of the best practices from the global universities, work study patterns, or how to make students not only ready for overseas studies, but also job ready from day one by having the curriculum aligned to the industry, latest trends in the industry. We are doing technology incubation and development of students and alumni of RIT. Also, one of the value creation we think we can do is kind of a form a center of academic center of excellence within RIT, different departments of RIT like computer science, mechanical, automobile, and bring in again the best practices from global universities. Some of the initiatives we did so far, we arranged several sessions for information sessions and workshops for overseas studies, including a general overseas studies where we spoke about countries like America, UK, Germany, Canada, Australia. We also did a country-specific sessions on higher studies in USA, higher studies in Canada, life and studies in those countries. We did few sessions on the emerging technologies, one for the students, one for the faculty. What are the upcoming technologies? What are the things students and faculty should concentrate on? We also did a professional and cultural competency workshop, a session on the supply chain management, which seems to be area of interest for many students. We did a webinar on how to make mentoring a success. We did voice of faculty sessions with different RIT departments like computer science, mechanical, automobile, and some of them are in the works. We are also supporting overseas students through our network connections, and then in general the technology session. Can you go to the next slide, please, Rohit? Thank you. Again, some of the initiatives and pictorial representation of those initiatives we have done so far, and you can see the people all across the globe are contributing to those. Alumni all across the globe are contributing to those. Some of our future plans, we are planning on information session on financing option for overseas education, visa and other preparation. We are also planning few more workshops on the cultural nuances, do's and don'ts while studying abroad or working abroad. We will be doing some targeted technology session based on demand from students and the faculty. And then we are also helping the departments with curriculum formation. So with that, this concludes the presentation of all the RIT or the Raha communities and forums. So I thank all the people who presented this, like Manali, Ramesh, Vyas, and Abha for starting up the session. Now, before we hand it over to the speakers, I just wanted to take a couple of more minutes to make some announcements of our upcoming things as Ra. As Abha mentioned in the beginning, we are planning a first anniversary celebration by conducting a national level knowledge conclave on successful collaboration in social engineering and opportunities for new era technology startups. That knowledge conclave will be conducted on the Saturday, the June 26th, morning 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. India. So it is going to be 3 hours knowledge conclave sessions. Some of the luminaries and guests of honors for this, Mr. Sharad Marathe sir, he's always a big motivator for us. He will be the guest of honor. Our chief guest would be Mr. Satyajit Bhatkal from the who is the CEO of the Pani Foundation, and then special address will be given by our own Dr. S.S. Kulkarni, who is the director of RIT. So looking forward to this session. We have moderator Mr. Sandeep Shinde, who leads the DISC initiative by TCS. We have great people who are working in the field of blockchain like Gaurav, Aditya Kulkarni, who is co-founder of CareMother, Mr. Akshay Dikshit, who is a co-founder of Vestago, Mr. Parag Narvekar, who is a director in Sensoretics, and Ms. Kalyani Shinde, who is a founder and managing director of Godam Initiative. So I request all of you to join this session. Looking really forward to this session. So thank you so much. And with that, I just want to conclude the fact that one of my favorite quotes is, what really matters is not what we do, but why and how we do it, right? And thanks to Mr. Marathe sir, Dr. S.S. Kulkarni ma'am, to give us why and how of the things to motivate us with that. So with that, thank you so much, and I hand it over to the speakers today. Thank you.
Thank you, Yogesh. I request Marathe sir to open up the comments and suggestion guidance from advisory committee end. And then our executive advisors can either give us the way they feel or give one by one suggestions. Over to you, Marathe sir.
Thanks, Abha, and thanks all the speakers. Excuse me, how much time do I have?
Sir, we have around 27 minutes remaining. So maybe 6 minutes each for each advisor.
Okay, fair enough. So I'll start the stopwatch. Thanks so much. Because one of the things I admire with what you're doing is that you guys are well organized and you are staying focused on time management. And since Manali spoke about soft skills, I think one of the most critical things we can teach the young people that are studying is time management and project management, the skills that are not taught enough in our everyday life on college campuses and etc., but they become very critical on the job. And I want to share with you a little visual that I'll hold this, if you don't mind my handwriting, I don't know if you can see, during the presentations, I made about 1.5 pages of notes. That is my habit. because it helps me better understand what goes on. And if there is this important soft skill, Manali, that we can impart to the young people, is how to take notes, how to play it back, how to synthesize that into essentially the minutes of what we do. I'm talking about on-the-job skills. It is extremely important. And at a personal level, I will tell you, one time I made a $2 million sale in America simply by being a good note taker. And so it is extremely valuable skill that you cannot possibly underestimate its importance. Now, a few things that came out, and I will follow up with it separately later on. But when I think Ramesh was talking about the business forum and etc., he talked about low-speed windmills. I am aware of some technology that was developed by a one-man show in America. Totally different paradigm, totally different type of a design. So if you duly have somebody that's working on it, I may be able to guide you a little bit about what to do, how to do, and this is where the faculty and students can get involved. They have to experiment a little bit on using technologies like computational fluid dynamics and etc. How they can develop that, and this is a radically different design approach. Low cost, lightweight, and India is predominantly a low wind speed country. Except for some coastal areas and the high mountain parts of it. So, I just say that for what it is worth. And there are several other notes that I made that later on I will reflect on it, and I will share some notes with you that you may want to circulate it among the people. One of the things that has always interested me is India is an agricultural country. I had somewhat of a hand in developing the technology side of our society through, as some of you, I've shared that with you in the software part. But nowadays I'm investing a lot of my time on 2/3 of India that has not seen prosperity so far. And in that regard, there are a tremendous set of opportunities that are there. There are business opportunities, technology development opportunities, and etc. And one of the simplest ones where students can get involved is the concept called natural farming. Now, that's different from organic farming. It will lead to organic farming, but natural farming will give you a far more farm income increase with a better improvement in soil quality, reduction in water usage, and totally chemical free. That know-how exists in the country. It is developed in Maharashtra. Some other people have enhanced it, but I've met a retired Fauji who is now in Hyderabad, done outstanding work. And I'm working with him now to see how we can take what he does and to package it into an e-learning solution, which we can take it to the students to let them understand and how to become a better stakeholder in that community. To communicate with the farmers, do this, do that, because we owe it to the society to do that. We cannot have happen what has happened to Punjab, where the so-called green revolution has completely blown up in its face through chemical-based farming and etc. So but I think there are tremendous set of opportunities there. There is a increased opportunity to increase farm income, increase employment, and etc. And I'm doing a bunch of work. One other point I want to make in the remaining 50 seconds I have is I have been doing a number of discussions with Mr. Nitin Gadkari in his role as a MSME minister, as well as his senior officers, about things that can be done. And some of you, I've shared that with you in my earlier presentation, is import substitution. Picking out certain key areas and guiding the local MSMEs in your own catchment area, how to do that better. There are tremendous opportunities that can be had. You cannot do import substitution each and everything, but there are a number of areas you can. With that, I'm going to stop. I have 10 seconds before I finish. So I turn it back over to you, but I'll try to recap my notes into something and share it with you later on. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think we have taken complete cognizance from what you said. Vyas mentioned about low speed turbines as well as regenerative farming, which is very close to what you said. We will definitely catch up with you. I now request Sandeep Shindeji to please give his comments and suggestions. Sandeep.
So first of all, thanks once again for having me here. When I went through the entire presentation, one thing I realized, and if you look at some of the great institutes in the world, maybe take an example of MIT, right? So reason they are there, one of the key reason is also the kind of interaction and kind of involvement of their alumni. And now, globally, if you look at, they are the one of the big economy also, their alumni itself. And I see this is definitely maybe an important role it will play in this institute's progress going forward. And it came from the alumni itself. I think that is even icing on the cake, because coming from you all, contributing to the institute itself, it comes from the right approach and passion and thought process. And that's the reason I think I can see that it's almost from last 50 weeks you were able to continue. So hats off to all of you. Second, overall, I'll focus more on the innovation and entrepreneurship, and others have already, and they may jump on it. When it comes to an innovation and entrepreneurship, it's a journey itself. If you look at even in India also, the way we are also progressing as a country, especially from innovation, entrepreneurship or startup ecosystem, we are still at an early stage, but we are in the right direction. So similarly, when you as an institute want to take these steps, so there are various aspects in innovation and entrepreneurship. One of the first aspect is a culture of innovation in institute. And that comes very much from the kind of activity, kind of forums you create, kind of freedom. And even culture of innovation doesn't mean the culture of innovation only in student. Faculties, the entire institute itself, right? So how do you build a culture of innovation? So there are various forums, various ways and techniques are there. So as a alumni, first thing is, I think if we start focusing on culture of innovation, and a lot of example, if you look at MIT Square, Harvard Square, you will see all those culture of innovations are there, right? That is a one. A second aspect is, as a part of the culture of innovation, that doesn't happen within your institute itself. So you may have multiple institutes, maybe engineering, non-engineering, other aspects also around your institutes. How do you enhance the collaboration and this culture of innovation across the multidisciplinary within the institutes as well as outside this institute also? Because today's innovations, if you look at a lot of these cutting edge innovations or grassroots innovations happening because multidisciplinary teams or multidisciplinary talent is coming together and figuring out certain things. So how do you facilitate those kind of things that culture belongs to, not only within the institute, but also other institutes? And how do you create that collaborative atmosphere? Maybe by conducting certain competitions where they are also equally participating and everything, and maybe there are multiple forums. So that is the second, I would say, part of the culture of innovation. Third, I would say is when it comes to developing this journey of innovation to entrepreneurship, and maybe I saw a lot of objectives in terms of scaling and everything also, but I'll start from where it begins, right? And you really need to build a strong ecosystem. And in my presentation also, I actually emphasized a lot on ecosystem building. Because you can't do innovations, and I think Marathi sir already talked about some of the emerging and important areas, whether it is in agriculture or any other areas where innovations and startups can actually really create a bigger impact in India, and a lot of opportunities are there. Now, if you really want to do that, how do you create a ecosystem? An ecosystem again doesn't happen over the overnight. It needs time, which I shared in my presentation in the past also. So how do you build an ecosystem within these institutes and right partners around this institute? So what really happens, and most of the, if you look at 80 to 90% startups or innovation fail, not because they are actually using wrong technology, they have developed wrong technology, but they are working on the wrong problem. So how do you help them to identify right opportunity, right problems from the farming community or any other community which actually requires innovations to be built? So how do you build that community is something, and we will definitely have a separate conversation on that. So I would say the second most important thing for building an ecosystem of people who have domain expertise, people who can actually support, guide on innovations, people who support technology, guide on business, finance, scale, all those aspects, right? So that's how I would say building an ecosystem. The fourth aspect is also about beyond ecosystem is when it comes to any innovation and incubation ecosystem, right? Mentors plays very important and crucial role. And these mentors from various factors, so whether it is domain, technology, people who understand innovation, people who understand entrepreneurship. So how do you create a pool of these mentors who can actually really guide these students and nurture them, be their advisor? That is one more important thing. One more aspect of mentorship also unlearning. So a lot of, if you have mentors from corporate who will come and mentor, definitely their mentorship is important. But a lot of unlearning also need to happen, that in corporate, the way we function, the way we run the program projects are different versus the way when there is any social, any enterprise which is being developed, a product being developed, where focus has to be on customers, focus has to be in the community, and your timelines and those are important. At the same time, you need to understand the ecosystem. So there are a lot of unlearning for mentors as well as people who are running this show needs to be there, not a traditional way you need to do. So that is unlearning also is equally important. Now, what happens? There are a lot of avenues are created thankfully by government, whether states as well as central government. So how do you leverage that to expedite this entire process from innovation to entrepreneurship? So example, NITI Aayog have various forums. So there is one forum called Community Labs. The second forum is actually Atal Innovation Incubation Center. Maharashtra State Innovation Center also has a multiple forum. So how do you tap on those so that you have a right resources and as well as access to these resources also? So building that, and the last point I would like to say that it's a journey. It's okay to fail. Even sometimes you may not succeed, but a lot of these learning will help you to move forward. So I think I'm happy to contribute whatever way during this journey. So thank you.
Thank you, Sandeep sir. I think Salvez
Thank you.
interact with you. Like Marathi sir said, and you also mentioned, Magic's Knowledge Conclave is exactly oriented towards that, and we are fortunate to have you as a session moderator, and wherein 5 of the startups, which are out of that 4 were incubated at your great organization DISC. So we'll be talking to entire community how they really develop that culture and how they solve various problems from agriculture. So thank you, sir. I now move to Samir Saxena ji. Samir, we request you to give us your suggestion, comments, and guidance. Over to you, Samir.
Thank you, Abba Sahib. I think the first thing that I would say is well begun is half done. That's what Aristotle says. And being a part of this meeting today, I'm so glad, so happy that obviously it's a great start, and Institute always benefits by their alumni. And the way you all have come together with the thought of giving back to your alma mater, I think kudos to that thought process and the way that you guys have put in an effort to be meeting up on being a full-time in job and giving some time like that is definitely tough. But then it's a great effort. It's a great effort. So thank you so much for thinking about your college, thinking about the way the education system is can actually benefit from your experiences. I think Mr. Marathe and Mr. Sandeep Shinde had covered a lot of what I would have wanted to say, and I think their thought process is extremely brilliant. As an institute, you all will be benefited by it. Some of the thoughts that I had, more from the perspective of the organization, which is GACS that runs, and there could be some of the efforts which we are already doing, and we will like to help you complement the efforts by collaborating or leveraging on these strengths that we already have. It may actually reduce your burden, and you may be able to make use of some of the strengths that we have created. So I think so maybe few things that I'll quickly come across. One, I think as an institute, I always believe that you have got so much of thought leadership. I think that should come out in terms of articles and research paper, and we'll be very happy to get this across to multiple corporates. And I think that's where our strongest bond is. We are one of the stepping stones for all of you to reach out to almost 3,500 plus corporates or across the country with 5,700 plus members who are there. So I think that is one of the things where we can obviously help. The other thing that we can help is on interaction with the corporate leaders from various industries, the CXO communities whenever it is needed. I think we could curate some engagements, we could curate plans, and anything that benefits all of you, I think we will be happy to collaborate over there. The other thing that I read was around something around the education programs and things like that, right? And we have School of Excellence under GSE, where we have some of the senior leaders and some of the people who are working more on the leadership and the soft skills. So in case if we want, we can again look at opportunities to collaborate and kind of create some special sessions for these students, which will help them, which will also prepare them on what to expect once their academics is over, right? When they move into jobs, what is it that they can expect on? We have a few international chapters. With your overseas community, we can look at collaborating. If we could help leverage those chapters, I think that's another thing. Media collaboration, your media teams are doing a great job. In case if you want, we can obviously look at how could we. So we have a dedicated team which we call GKMC, which is Global Knowledge and Media Team. We could actually work together on some of your initiatives which you want, wherein you want a wider reach. We can look at synergies. We can help you reach out to the right audiences. We have a social media organization which is actually dedicated and they are helping the cause. I think that's another thing. I think one of the other initiatives that we worked on was promoting the products which were created by the incubation centers. And I think this could be a continuous effort when any of the product which comes out from the startup ecosystem or the innovation ecosystem, the business innovation forum of the Raha community, we could look at showcasing it. We have started off a partner support program. We could curate something like that, wherein those products can actually go up to the end user community. And I think these are some of the synergies which in this short period I could think of that could be helpful. Happy to discuss, happy to take it in detail whenever it is possible. So I think that's all that's there from my side as of now. Thank you once again for having me. It's absolutely a great insight.
Thank you so much, Samir. And I think, as I said earlier, GSS is like an elder brother for us. And whenever, I think you mentioned about Jatin is already helping our media team. I think always he's there. And to be very frank, I was about to ask you to talk about School of Excellence, especially the recent LinkedIn post of yours about how to prepare for interview and all those skills, which are really important. So definitely, I'm sure our overseas community will also like to interact with you, as well as our other teams will contribute. And Sushma ma'am is already here. So we can have some joint programs together, which we are already doing for corporate. So that sort of knowledge coming of that level for students at that stage will be very crucial, especially Samir, when the area from where we, it is a purely rural area, and I think
I have
so with
very high
their hard work. So we would love to be very much in connection with this. Paresh. Dr. Sushma Kulkarni. You're on mute, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good evening to all, and wonderful presentation. Abasab Kare, I think your leadership which you are providing for this Raha has made a tremendous difference just within 1 year, because we have been conducting a lot of activities with alumni every year. It was all scattered, and there was no continuity. It was not a sustained effort. And that's why we could not see outcomes which could be measurable. But with Raha and your leadership team, I will say your Raha task force, Mr. Ramesh Zadav, Mr. Yogesh Hasabnis, Ms. Manali Zadav, Mr. Vyas Khanna, and our faculty, Professor Mirza, all of you. I'm very sorry I'm not able to take names of all, but then all of you are doing such a wonderful work. I feel so proud that RIT has alumni who have such a strong connect, and they have developed themselves to this level that they can bring together everyone. You are united together, you have a common thought process, and I think that's very important, to sustain for this first year. It's always said teething problems are the strongest ones, and if you can overcome that, then the growth is always there. So I'm very sure that with your structured and organized system which you presented today, with social media presence, with Raha Business Network Forum, with Raha Business Innovation Forum, Raha Overseas Community, and this today, our first anniversary celebration, I'm really delighted, sir. I'm really delighted and feel really proud that our alumni are doing it for their alma mater. The thought process is important. What you think is very important. And it's that all of you think of it, all of you are thinking of RIT, all aspects. During your presentation, I could see all aspects were covered. Small things like taking part in mock interviews, conducting those mock interviews for our students. For you, it's a activity which is going to change the thought process of my students, current students, because they really don't realize. And as you all know, most of them are first generation also in engineering. They are from farmers' background. Their parents are primary school teachers. So maybe in relatives also, they really don't have anyone to guide them to such an extent that they have exposure of the industry. But when you do those activities, it really opens their horizon. And the synergy is great. And the amazing results I'm seeing within 1 year. And it's not you are just focused on one aspect, as I read out, 5-6 aspects. So alumni to alumni also, you are supporting each other. That's a great thing. So I really appreciate all the efforts. And I would also like to thank Marathe sir to be our advisory member. And he is always with a lot of innovative ideas, and he is a tank, ocean of a lot of new things which we can do. And every time I talk to him, I see him with, great determination. And I should thank Raha for getting us connected to Marathe sir, a wonderful gem of a person. And it's so pleasure. And he gives me that strength, I have to do it. So Marathe sir, thanks a lot. Today I heard Mr. Sandeep Shinde also. And Sandeep Shinde, your guidance is also required. The things which you have mentioned are really important, and we will surely think of going towards those things with our Raha team. Mr. Samir Saxena, his contribution to GACS, I think we have already tied up with GACS. We are working. We had shared our innovative products with him during the pandemic last year. Whatever our faculty could develop, so those things we had shared, and there is always support. See, this positivity is important. What I see in everything, everything may not end into results immediately, but the positive approach, the thought process to do it and go ahead is really going to help. Of course, Sandeep Shinde sir will need your help, because we have started with our innovation, RIT TBI, and RIT TBI needs the ecosystem which we were saying. Our CEO of the TBI, Mr. Sudhir Ari, he has joined this platform. I'm sure he has heard you also. We have done a lot of things, but then it's a humble beginning. And if we have to grow up, we have to work deeper. We have to have more critical thought process, which area we have to focus. A lot of things which Marathe sir keeps telling us. Though we are trying to build up, but with your support, in what you said about culture of innovation, ecosystem of entrepreneurship development, we have started right from the first year. We are developing students to think about entrepreneurship. So I think details we'll discuss later because we have time limit today. But we have tried to do a lot of things that right from first year students start thinking about AD. And as a result, today we have around 12 to 15 startups on the campus. Few of them are really focused students, Aman Khan, Pathan and all. They're a bunch of students who are, born entrepreneurs, I say. So there are a gem of people. We need to support them. We need to guide them, mentor them. And I think with your expertise, which I saw today, I'm sure my students will be in the best hands. And I wish Raha all the best. Looking forward to the 26th program, 26th June program. And wish you all the best. Keep working together. Keep working with the same energy and passion and love and affection. And I'm sure the success will be coming to all of us in our endeavors. Thank you. Over to you, Karis.
Thank you, ma'am. I think it was really a great motivation always. And as usual, I think as great metro man, Mr. Sridharan says, finishing project in time is very important from cost engineering perspective. So we have finished 1 minute late. So excuse all of us for that. I immediately request my great colleague who initiated this entire forum from his very passionate effort for 24/7. Right now, maybe he's talking to one of the alumni and then getting him to display. So, great man, Manzoor Mirza. Manzoor, please.
We should give you a big hand. Big hand
Yes.
for Manzoor Mirza.
What do you?
Thank you, Abba. Am I audible clearly?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, all the members who presented today. Abba Sahib Kale, then Manali Jadhav, Ramesh Jadhav, Vyas Khanna. Because, madam, actually, our Raha group is a group which is working 24 hours, day and night. Because when I will be working, Yogesh may be sleeping. But actually, 24 hours we are working, and everybody covered very nicely in allotted time, 6 minutes. So thank you very much. Then today actually a day. So what we can say actually, our platform is, you can say, blessed by 4 big personalities who are always helping us. So one of them, Marathe sir, actually we appreciate your support, your motivation, your time offered for our Raha team. As usual, you are really motivated and inspired us. Actually, your every sentence is the energy booster for us. So with your support only, we had done this sort of work. You offered us actually always, as usual, you offered us the support in the agricultural projects. You also talked about the natural farming. Okay. And you talked about the MSME, Nitin Gadkari's ideas. Actually, I also hear about the ideas of Nitin Gadkari. And definitely our forum and RIT will be benefited with your support in that regard. So thank you very much, sir, for your presence here. Next, I would like to thank Sandeep Shinde, sir. Actually, we are benefiting a lot from your platform, that is DISC. We had conducted a few sessions from your startups also. And you were also coming as and when required for us. So thank you very much, sir. Very nicely you have discussed about the importance of innovation and entrepreneurship. and the importance of the culture of innovation in the institute, right from the students to the faculty. And we are at RIT, we are always trying for that. Madam is also taking a lot of efforts for that. So definitely with your support in this building the strong culture, then enhancing the collaboration in different the streams which we have, like management and this engineering, various streams we have. So definitely it will help. And yes, actually we are looking towards you from this perspective of this building the strong ecosystem. Yes, we are really needed in Raha Section 8 company also, as well as for Netra. You also explain the importance of the mentor, and definitely actually you will also one of the mentor for us, and definitely it will lead to the actually better work in RIT. Right from the beginning, GSAS is supporting us, as Abba said, like a big brother, elder brother, and definitely your support is always required for us. Your support, you offer the support in articles, writing and research papers, interaction with various industry leaders. Actually, there is some gap between the industry and institute. So the people like you, if you support in this, it will be really beneficial for us. One more support you offer is the media team. So definitely we are working together, but now onwards it will be better, actually done in better way. One important actually limitation for us it is the promotion of the products, means sales. Yes, definitely in RIT we have lots of ideas. We are trying to commercialize a lot of products, but we are lagging in that. So definitely your support in promotion of the these products and support to reach the various agencies or resources, that will really help us. You all have appreciated us, so your words are really will give a lot of energy to work in future. Last but not least, actually, Madam Sushma Madam, your support, I always see the positive, your response to the positive things or good things is always good. And definitely right from the beginning, you are supporting us. Today, only you have just appreciated us. We were actually expecting a lot of suggestions from you, but you are always giving us the ways how the things can be done better. So, and one more thing, it is today actually a lot of people joined who were actually the who were supporting us right from the beginning. So I will thank to all those who have joined this meeting. And one more thing it is, actually when this platform was started, it was started in a small group of one batch, 95 batch. And they had given a lot of ideas to, so I'm thankful to those, my friends, and all the task force, which consists of the variety of the people, right from students, faculty, and the alumni. So thank you very much. So I declare that the today's session is over. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you all.
Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all.
Great, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.